What's up, everybody? I had to get this video out. I just got news, okay? This is what we call a story bump. These are stories that bump all the other stories, right? And when we talk about, this is a Sports-REUBEN-LIFE again here. I got to get these two videos out. I had other two videos that I'm probably still going to post, but I got to put these out today because it's such an interesting, compelling story. It's brand new news. It's reported that Nate Diaz from the UFC, this is UFC Fight Talk, right? This is Nate Diaz reported that he wants to fight for 2020, right? And it's also reported that he wants to fight Jorge Masvidal, right? Now that right there is something I want to see. The storyline is so compelling. The Diaz brothers did it again, right? It's so interesting. You want to see that fight. You want to see the revenge factor. You want to see the Diaz brothers back at it. Everybody's going to be interested in that fight. Everybody's going to want to see that fight. Book that fight. Get that rocking and rolling, right? Who doesn't want to see that? The storylines are tremendous. Nate Diaz hasn't fought in a while, right? Amongst all these allegations about all this stuff, he's had all these issues, very contentious with the UFC. Then you have Jorge Masvidal, who's Jorge Masvidal, right? Street fighter, bare knuckle fighter extraordinaire. This guy comes out with this 3-piece and a soda, and he's beating everybody. He's making a big name for himself. He's doing his thing. It's really interesting. I want to see that fight happen, right? You can have that fight on St. Patrick's Day, or you can have that fight on January 18th when Conor McGregor wants to come back. Yeah, dude. That's how you get tremendous buzz from this whole thing, is you have it when Conor McGregor says he wants to come back. So then you build more hype about the fight. You build more hype about the fight. How amazing is that? To give the screws to Conor McGregor, what are they going to do? They should have the fight. Whatever Conor's date that he wants to come back, you should have the fight on that date. How compelling or interesting would that be? Conor McGregor would go crazy, and he would help build that fight, consequently help build his fight. So I like that whole idea, dude. That is such a tremendous storyline that it's amazing what could be done with that. I like that idea. Nate Diaz fighting Jorge Masvidal has so many storylines, right? Are they going to fight for that baddest, the baddest belt? Are they going to fight for that belt? What are they going to do? That's what's interesting about that whole storyline. I really like that. I think there's something to that. How impressive is the marketing now that you have the backing of ESPN, consequently the backing of Disney with Ultimate Fighting, with the UFC, right? There's the story right there too, is this idea that the UFC's relationship with Fox, it grew the UFC, but it has not been growing the same way that it has been growing with ESPN. ESPN features all their fights, they have an app, but more importantly, now it's attracting, it's bringing these fighters out of retirement. It's attracting these fighters to fight because now it's like you have the marketing power. You have the marketing power of ESPN, ESPN's parent companies. You have all their favorite relationships they have within the world, right? Because if you have if the UFC wants to be somewhere and they're having issues with it, and you're a partner with ESPN, consequently, you are a partner with Disney, which is an established entertainment industry all over the world, you can get those bridges built. You can mend those fences. You can get things done. So, that being said, I really like that story, and I think there's something to that. I want to see that fight. Whatever Conor McGregor said he wanted to come back, that fight card needs to be on that day or St. Patrick's Day. You heard it here first. That's what I think they should do. ESPN will sell so many tickets. The whole Khabib thing, he's taking himself out of the loop with this whole situation, right? All those guys can fight each other. Khabib, Tony Ferguson, Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz, Nick Diaz, Jorge Masvidal. Jorge Masvidal has inserted himself into that elite group of prize fighting MMA. Yeah, dude. It's tremendous what he's doing. Jorge Masvidal whoever your team is, you get A+. You go in the front of the class, you get all the apples. You did well. Jorge Masvidal and Nick Diaz is the perfect fight to blow up. Now, Nick and Nate Diaz, what do you got to do with that? You got to transition all this fame and glory now to something better. You need to make like some shoes. You need to make some like a t-shirt line. You need to make something that you can market all this fame with. Look what Conor McGregor did, okay? Take a page out of his playbook. You need to make something that everybody likes. A Nate Diaz beer. If Nick Diaz gets the belt back, right? If Nick Diaz beats Jorge Masvidal, the rematch is even bigger. There's no Conor McGregor because ESPN has filled the void, the marketing void that Conor McGregor did. So, that being said, I'm going to do another video. It's going to go on Facebook, another video about Conor McGregor. But this particular fight, I love the idea of Nick Diaz fighting. That makes a 10,000%. It makes sense. It just really makes sense. If you wanted to do something where a lot of eyeballs, where a lot of attention is, I'm lost of words. It's a really good concept. They should do it. I like it. If you like this video, like, subscribe. It's a special episode. I don't do 2 episodes on each channel a day. I do 1 a day, but I'm putting this out today. It doesn't matter. I'm going to put it out as soon as I get done with my walk. But anyways, if you like this video, subscribe. As soon as I saw the news, I had all these thoughts of they need to do the fight date when Conor McGregor said he was going to come back. It's going to enrage McGregor. Yes, perfect. Good job. Disney, you did good. You're teaching the UFC what you're showing them tricks. You're showing them stuff. Talk to you guys later. Bye.